where's my pen?
What is this? What is this?
I was looking at that. Some of the things
I know. And I thought, well, maybe it had to do with the microphones. And I thought, well, I'm putting people in the wrong place, but I guess not.
Hello there,
nice
Michael.
of you to join us
How are you?
tonight.
Nice to see you.
Yeah?
Let's get this over with as quickly as possible.
Does that mean you're telling me not to talk too much?
I'm not saying, if you were David, I would say that. I'm not telling you.
That's oh, you heard me say that?
Okay.
I'm a big fan of it.
My daughter's an a cappella person too, so she's all excited.
Is that the sing-off?
All set? Okay.
Singing this year.
Call the meeting of North Reading School Committee to order for Monday, December 6, 2010. As usual, first order of business every meeting is public input. Is there anybody here who wishes to be heard on items that are not on the agenda tonight?
Could you go a little faster?
Okay. Next, we have our student report, and tonight we have Marina Galato from the class of 2011.
Hi, happy Monday. So for our student report today, we have winter sports have started. They started last week. The musical Barnum, the cast list was decided last week, and rehearsals have started today. Winter track has its first meet Saturday at 8 a.m. versus NASCO. There are holiday concerts on Tuesday the 21st and Wednesday the 22nd, and the Wednesday one will be held during power blocks for the high school. Community service hours were due last week for juniors and seniors, which is a 12-hour requirement for all social studies classes. The SAD chapter at the North Reading Middle School will be starting this week, and it's Wednesday, December 8th, held in Mrs. Brown's room. The Model UN played Slumdog Millionaire Friday, December 3rd in the auditorium. There was a great turnout. About 40 kids went, which is really awesome. The juniors have their PSAT assembly Thursday in Power Block, and sophomores have theirs Friday during Power Block. The college financial night is Thursday in the auditorium for all seniors' parents. And seniors have started receiving early acceptance letters and early decision letters for colleges. Bridgewater State University, UNH, Drexel, and Holy Cross have been a few going around the rumor mill. And the theater class last Friday went to the North Shore Music Theater to see A Christmas Carol, and accounting went to Bentley for a conference. And for my student work, last Thursday in my AP Gov class, we had a mock, excuse my voice, I'm sick. We had a mock Senate hearing regarding cap and trade, and even though the bill's dead, we decided to revive it for our class's purposes. And it was really cool. We had a bunch of different witnesses, like the Cato Institute, the Heritage Foundation, the CBO, just about like 10 different witnesses, and each student that was chosen to play witness had to come up with a statement regarding, their stance on cap and trade, and if they supported the bill, if they didn't support the bill, reasons why. And then we had a bunch of different senators, mostly liberal senators, and then a few Republican ones. We had an independent from Vermont. And then I was Barbara Boxer, the chairperson from California, so I had to conduct the whole thing, which was...
Why did you pick
Marina.
It was a stretch. It was a real big stretch. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. We watched a snippet from the movie that Mr. Mack always quotes, "The state of Vermont does not apologize for its cheese. Thank you for smoking." And, we got a real feel for how the Senate operates, and we just had our Congress quiz today. So it was really interesting. I was really excited to do that, and we learned a lot, so I like the hands-on experience.
And even though he's officially an independent from Vermont, I'd like to refer to him as a socialist myself, but Bernie Sanders, I think it's pretty fair to call him a socialist.
I just
but
don't reference him in any
Right.
Just don't.
Great. Any questions for Marina?
Great.
Okay.
Well, home and get some
Thanks.
rest.
Thank you.
Yes, thanks for coming in under the weather. I'm going to move the agenda around a little bit. We have a presentation to be made by Parks and Recreation regarding sponsorship signs / banners at the Arthur Kenny Field. Before we get to that, though, I want to just quickly set the stage. This issue has been floating around for about 9 months, I think, is a fair amount of time that we've been at it. And we spoke to Parks and Rec prior to this. There's been a lot of back and forth in terms of talking to the building inspector, town council, school committee council. About 3 weeks ago, Parks and Rec came to the athletic subcommittee meeting and made a presentation, which they're going to also make tonight, with also an additional bit of information that I requested they bring to the meeting. They also met with the Hillview Commission, which the Hillview Commission voted unanimously to support this one-year trial period for the sponsorship banners at the field. And at our academic subcommittee meeting about 3 weeks ago, we voted to approve the proposal in order to get it to the school committee for a vote of the school committee. So that is pretty much where it stands now. There's been a lot of discussion about this around town. I can tell you, I only received 3 emails, so I don't know how much discussion there's been, and no phone calls, but I know there are a lot of people interested in this. So the way we're gonna do this tonight, we normally don't allow public input at school committee meetings other than the first part of the meeting. We will have the rec commission present, then I'll open the floor up for up to 20 minutes of discussion for anybody who wants to ask questions, make comments. Then the school committee will discuss, will also participate in the discussion as we go along, and then we will take a vote. So, short of any questions, we can have the recreation department come up, and if you could stand at the mic, that'd be great. Thanks.
Hello, as most of you know. Is this on or not on? Do we
Yeah,
need it on?
No, it's for the cable, so.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. I'm Laura McMullen. I'm currently Chair of Parks and Recreation Committee. I'm going to introduce to you Rita Mullen, who was Chair of the Turf Field Committee, and Marty Tilton, who is our Parks Director, who will be heading up the project, and they will make the presentation for you. Thank you. I wanted to thank you very much for having us here tonight.
No problem.
Thank you. Rita Mullen, Parks and Rec. I gave you a packet tonight, and you can look through it later. Just want to let you know that what we've done is given you a proposal that was approved by the Hillview Commission at the November 3rd meeting, where they unanimously supported this. A letter from Jim Nicola, Inspector of Buildings, dated April 6th, 2010, stating that no permit is required for revenue-enhancing signs, and he gave Recreation permission to do it. Heidi Griffin, CPC Administrator, met with Jim DeCola also in April 2010 and also in November, and agrees that it is his decision and there is no action that would be required by the CPC. It was a building inspector decision. It is not the CPC's role to go before them. The Athletic Subcommittee voted unanimously on November 16th to support this pilot program as outlined at the meeting. And we're calling it, like I said, a proposal for a pilot program for a year. So we're asking for 35 signs, et cetera, but we're going to have Marty go over that, and it gives us a chance all to look at it, get comfortable with it, and then hopefully at the end of the year, the school committee say, oh, we like it, it worked, and go from there. Also, there's a banner sponsorship contract in there between Recreation and Friends of North Reading Parks and Rec, which is a nonprofit organization also, so that it would be for a 12-month period for 1 year. And thank you for all the time that you have spent on this.
Rita, one question.
Sure.
I don't know if Marty's going to cover this. In terms of some of the costs that you're looking to cover, or some of the things you're looking to do at the turf field with these.
Marty's going to go through all that so that if there are any questions, he can
Okay.
explain to you what they are.
Right, great.
Thank you very much.
Great. Thanks, Rita.
Marty Tilton, I'm the Parks Director, as you all know. How are you tonight? That's what I was getting right to. Let you all know the reason why we're doing this. There's a lot of projects at the field that need to be completed. We're very fortunate to have what we have, but there's a lot of things that need to be done moving forward to finish, to make the project complete. List of the projects that we have a 25-year maintenance plan for the lights. Now, this is very important because for the amount of money that it costs to have this, this warranty will cover for 25 years. They will be able to know if there's a problem with the lights. If there's a light out, the company's going to know it's out before we do. They'll come and fix it. We don't have the means to get up there and fix it. Also, along with that comes you're able to program and schedule the lights on a laptop computer, which would be immensely helpful because a lot of times we have different groups using the field now. security reasons, getting in, turning off, turning on the lights, would be great improvement to it. Also, and that goes for $13,000. Another thing, lights for the practice field. When they did the field over, there was the old lights there, 3 rows of them had to come down for the project. We want to replace those and get those in there so we can utilize that practice field for the fall sports. Another list on the list, perimeter fencing to do the perimeter fencing around the whole place. A lot of the fencing's old. We just tidy it up. Landscape, we want to put in more trees that, a lot of people were upset that the trees had to come down for reasons for the field's integrity. We want to replace with smaller manageable trees. New track lighting. That allows us to put track lighting at a level where you don't have to light up the whole field. People can walk the track at night. Residents can walk the track at night. A new storage building. We're doing okay now, but we have those ugly storage tanks out there now. We'd like to have something more permanent and, more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, because those are awful. The concession stand needs work. The area in front of the concession stand, we want to build out and put picnic tables out there, make more room so when these big events, everybody's not crowded in front of it. Signage around the field, there's another thing on the list. And another one is we're working on a project, a paver walkway between the Arthur Kenny Field and Frank Carey Park. That walkway going towards the entrance of the facility. That needs to be done. Looks horrendous. And we're working on a program now, a fundraiser, where you can buy bricks with your names on it, and that will hopefully that'll help raise money as well to facilitate that, and that'll spruce up that area. So parents out there, you're looking for a graduation present for your kids, it's a great idea to buy a brick. We brought down the price, so there's a special now. They were at 200, we got it down to 100 for 90 days, so get your orders in now. Also, one of the biggest things is this is new to all of us, this new artificial synthetic turf. The type of turf we got is so new that we really don't know how long it's going to last. I mean, we know we're safe to say 15 years, but down the road, 15, 20 years, at some point, the carpet's going to need to be replaced. So allowing us to do this and put certain money, a lot of money away each year, so we don't have to come back and we're looking at $500,000 down the road, we'll have the money to pay for it. So I thank you for having us here tonight, and I hope things go our way.
One thing I want,
yeah.
one thing I had asked for was, at our athletic subcommittee meeting, the Parks and Rec had a representation of what I think like 7 or 8 signs would look like. And since this proposal is for up to 35 signs, I wanted to get a representation of what that would look like.
Pass it along, or maybe show it in front of
Yeah, why don't you pass it along, and then, I'll even have it if people in the audience want to take a look at it also.
They're passing around a Photoshop of the front of the bleachers that you can see. Our proposal is to put, there's room enough for 50 banners, but we want to put only 35. And we're going to space them out with North Reading Hornet logos, and they're 3x5, and vinyl banners that you see on the front of the fences now for other events. The law is no bigger than 16 square foot. We're going by 3x5. It just allows it to sit better, fits in there nicer, and that's the plan.
Great.
Do you have anything else, Rita or Lauren? Do you have any questions of me? Call them up.
Marty, you said you had space for 50. Are there actually 50 blocks underneath